Welcome back to Earl's Animated Worlds, where today I have the final two Power Rangers reignition Zords of 2025. I've got the Pterodactyl and the Mastodon Zord. Oh, this is so cool. I finally got them. Took me a while. So both of these, this one cost me $20, $19.99. This one was $20 even on Amazon. So the $19.99 one here, this was off Walmart's website. It was $20 at the time I bought it. The pterodactyl here was off of Amazon's website. I will have links in the description below on where you can find these. I think Walmart does have this on their website now, the pterodactyl as well. All right, let's take a look at the Zords in box individually. Then I'll take them out of the box and we'll take a look at them after that. First up, the Mastodon Zord. So with all the boxes, we have the Zord Power Rangers Reignition emblem. There's Power Rangers helmets on the side here. The Megazord and the diagram where this goes. That's always going to be the front of the box. So the Mastodon comes with the Power Sword. So if you're wondering how you get the Power Sword, you got to get the Mastodon. Here's the side of the box with the Power Ranger shot there. Here's the product placement on the back of the box there. And just more on the side box there. Overall, this thing is large. This thing is quite large, and I'm loving this. So let's take a look at the pterodactyl. So as with the Mastodon, we have the Power Rangers helmets here, Power Rangers Reignition. We've got the pterodactyl in the middle here, diagram, name, and which Zord and color. So with the single and box set here, is that coming up? There we go. You get these little minifigures. These are actually quite a nice little minifigure size to display next to your Megazord of all 5 Power Rangers. We've got on the side of the box, we got the Rangers like the last ones. Product placement on the back of the box here. Side of the box, and the pterodactyl. Okay, and here we have the Mastodon Reignition Zord out of its box. This thing is huge. Just my hand up next to it. That thing is big. The Power Sword's no different. This thing is huge. It's got some weight to it, by the way. This is not hollow. Those grooves there in the middle, those are the only hollow parts. If you see a hollow part, that's the only hollow part you're getting. The rest of this is filled in, so that has got some good weight. You know, let's talk about this for a minute. Look at that. The detailing on it's not bad. Admittedly, they could have put a little more. Well, it is a toy. It wasn't meant to be a collectible, really. They could have done a little more paint on the handle here, though. That would have looked nice. They didn't. That is fine, though. But still, that is really nice. All right, let's talk about the Mastodon Zord here. My hand up next to this guy. Okay, any articulation on this guy? He's got a little. The trunk can go up and down just a bit. The legs, because of the transformation, you can kind of put them in this type of stance, but that's because of the transformation. So you got to kind of go back down there with that. All right. Overall, he doesn't have any more articulation to him. Trunk up. Sorry, it's not in the right area. Trunk down. Sides are basically the same. The only complaint I have about this is you can see to the other side. This does not push down to correct that. I thought it would, but there's like no hinges in here for that. That is the back. And that is the other side. This is the top. There's a little detailing, basically like vents and stuff on it. That's about it. There's not much to that. What you see is what you're going to get. But like I said, this guy's big. All right, and now we have the Pterodactyl Zord. This comes with a little bit more. So there's not a lot going on with the Zord. But first I want to show off. First of all, you got the missile. You got the cannons on the feet there holding it up. So you got these 2 pink missiles that come with it. They are the same design missile that's with the saber-toothed tiger. Okay, so you can see down bottom here, we have these little mini figures. And for display purposes, you see, these things are really cool. They're really detailed, too. I like the detailing on them. Let's see if we can't close. So when it comes to each of these, I mean, it's not perfect detailing, but there is detail on them. So, you know, that is not bad. All right, and that leaves us to the pterodactyl Zord. So, as you can see here on the bottom, the cannons that hold up the pterodactyl here are the same cannons for the tank mode. These do come off. And these are what the missiles will connect into. These are also the back cannons, if you've never had a Megazord before. Any problem that I find with these is going to have to be this. They molded them all in the same look. So you're going to get screw holes on the side. It can't be helped. It really can't be helped. All right. So that's that for those. Now the pterodactyl Zord. See the mouth here? Like the T-Rex. It's a bit tricky to get this thing open because you got to have you can't do it with one hand. But the mouth does open. You can see it right there. The mouth does open and close, and sometimes it just drops down if you have it. You know, if you have it just like that, sometimes the mouth will drop down. Otherwise, the design of this is nice. Like I said, these things are huge. It's my hand. Power Sword is almost the full wingspan of this. You got all that pink up top there. I think they could have done a little more pink on the front here, though. We got the wings. We got the tail section. And we got the shield of the Megazord. Obviously, you saw that there earlier. And yeah, so this is all stickers. Sticker, 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 paint. All right. That is cool. Wings don't really flap. That does fall down. So I think this thing's mostly meant to be in Megazord mode. But, you know, heck, you could just display it like that. That is awesome. All right, that's my look at the Mastodon Zord and the Pterodactyl Zord from the Reignition Playmates lines for the new Power Rangers toys. And I gotta say, both of these Zord, well, you know what, overall, I'm gonna give them both a 9. Individual, a 9. Which comes out to be they're both the same, so a 9.5 for both of them. The biggest thing about these, I've just got my thumb up in the picture there, sorry about that. The biggest thing I love about the two of these, I love the little figures here of the Power Rangers. Like I said, this one cost me $21 on Amazon, $19.99 on Walmart's website. I will put links in the description below for these things at both Walmart and Amazon. They do not, pay me, so that's not, paid advertisement. That is free advertisement for them. There you go. Anyways, these are really nice. If you are a Power Rangers fan, get these. These things are huge. If you, if you've got if you're one of those collectors that has the Zords from back in the day, this is the first time I've actually ever had a Dino Megazord, so I am completely geeking out about this. I am loving this overall. But with that said, what's your thoughts? Are you getting the Ignition line, the Reignition line? Do you have any of the Reignition line? So I haven't got them yet, but does anybody have the Flip and Morph toys? And if you do, let me know what your thoughts on the new ones are. I'd really like to know other people's thoughts. If you got these, let me know your thoughts on that. I really would love to know that. And other than that, as usual, like, subscribe, hit those notifications. Every little bit does help out the channel. Hey, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.